Call your mom. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama. I have to get out my house. I'm sorry. I don't know where you're going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back
down? You already know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care.
Amen. So first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakak. I'm going to highlight this video because it's very important to honor your mother and your father, all right? You listen to their parents, man, period. Be obedient to your parents. And double honors to the apostles and elders and teachers at Great Millstone who rule well and teach well. All right, I'm going to play this clip and then get in the scriptures.
You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school. You ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I
don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house. Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mom. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
Who weed was it?
You know my friend was over here last time.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast ass little girls.
Facts, man. Hey, so you know, there's many scriptures that come to mind here, but you know, the main, it's crazy, man. There's a lot going on right here in this scenario, and there's ways to go about this, and you know, the scriptures reveal everything. Okay, so let me see. Obedient. Okay. So one thing, you know, actually a few things. Okay. Ephesians 6 and verse number 2, you know, the Spirit had me going into this recently, so we're going to do it again. Honor thy father and mother, which is the first commandment with promise. Okay, so, you know, when you make your mother and your father proud, that's a good thing. That means that you're doing what they're expecting of you. And, you know, this is mainly when you're adolescent, of course, when you're coming up, you know, when you're married and off and doing your own thing, you know, grown or whatever, and cleave onto your wife, you know, you deal pretty much with them. But, you know, listen to them. Listen to them, okay? Verse 3, that it may be well with thee, and thou mayest live long on the earth. Yeah, because that's like, remember, the Lord is the one who put them over you. He created them, and he put them over you. And that's an extension of like the Lord's, you know, to respect your parents is to respect the Lord. You see? It's just like treating a brother bad. You know, as much as you have done unto the least of these, you have done it unto me, Yahweh Shai said. And the reason is because it's in the word of the Lord. And if you disobey the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shai is the word of the Lord. Then you're not loving the Lord, your power, your God, all right, with all your heart, all your mind, and all your strength. I mean, you're half-assing it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Verse 4, it says, and ye fathers provoke not your children to wrath. Hey, this guy was handling himself very well. Very composed, you know, and he had a good mind to just, you know, give her a smack. You know what I mean? Really should have took the belt, really, because, you know, you're not supposed to hit your children on the face or nothing like that. You're supposed to smack them on the meat of the thigh. You know, you should definitely take a stick and just, you know, hit her on the thigh or something, you know. Just get her crying. Because that'll make her come up right. Because she'll have that fear, and that will keep her in line. Fear is respect. All right, that's why you got to fear the Lord. Respect the Lord's word, man. Okay? So So back to this little thing here.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now. I'm not going to keep...
So he probably don't really want her to leave, but just that threat of that happening, and she knows she can't support herself. And, you know, bottom line is she should be listening to his commands, because that's the reason why you need to be humble, because he's over you. You know, obey those that got rule over you, and the scriptures talk about this. You know, so it was right there. You know, that's the person who's caring for you and feeding you and giving you shelter. You know, it's very expensive to live out here, man. It's very expensive to live out here, to pay rent and to do these different things, and these utility bills, gas prices and food and everything. I guarantee this girl don't have no job, and she's just sitting there, doesn't realize what humongous opportunity she has in front of her. All right. And the people she's hanging out with are sorcerers, you know, smoking weed, leaving weed in the house. I mean, that's crazy. That would infuriate me. I'd be like, yo, get this stuff out my house. If you do this, yo, you got to leave, man. You got to go. You can't be here doing this. You know, and that's again why you got to raise up your children in the Lord. You know, her mother don't even want to be with her. And you wonder why, because she don't want to be taking care of this grown ass person. And really, she's grown. 14 years old is definitely grown. Okay, she's able to bear children right now, guaranteed. I guarantee you, she could bear children right now. You know, in this society, they don't let that happen. But in other countries, oh no, they marry their children off at, you know, 14, 15, 16, around there. You know, they get husbands at that time. In other countries, Middle Eastern countries, and Nigeria and everything like that, they do that. That's normal in Africa, all those countries, Asia probably as well. So it's the same exact thing, but she's under this guy's rule. Okay, so what he says goes, because under American system, look, the children can't be, you know, I don't think they could leave until about 16 years old. I believe they can go off by themselves. I'm not sure if it's 16 or 18. Definitely 18. They don't have no responsibility to them. If they get caught doing something out there, they just, well, it is what it is. But I believe if they're 16 or under, they have to call the parents. You know. So let's see some of the comments here. None of this is our business. Dad is standing on business. Okay. Yes. Yeah, pretty much. You know, dad is standing on business. And he is, because he's the father. Okay, he's the father. So yeah, that's basically it. So let me go to honor thy father and mother. All right, and then she can't be cussing him out either. Proverbs 20:20, it says, whoso curseth his father or his mother, his lamp shall be put out in obscure darkness. Yeah, because if, you know, like I said, if you play games with that, it's going to be a wrap for you, man. You could die. You know, and that goes for these women being whores too. You know, because you're basically not honoring your mother and your father, you know, is what I was going to get at. Exodus 20:12, Salakia. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord Yahweh thy power giveth thee. So that it's a promise. That's a promise, okay? It's a commandment with promise. All right? So, you know, you can't be playing games, man. That's that. Let's see if they got anything else. Okay. So, yeah. And then, you know, if you just go simply, the reason why these people don't know what's going on and they act like this is because they don't fear the Lord. They don't care, you know. This girl don't fear the Lord. You know what I mean? She acting like she's grown. Probably already had sex. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet this girl ain't already fool around with somebody? Come on, man. Crazy. You know, it's going to end up in a bad way. But at least the father's there holding it down. Let's go to Proverbs. Proverbs 4, and this is in regards to wisdom, okay? Hear ye children the instruction of a father, and attend to know understanding. For I give you good doctrine. Forsake ye not my law. For I was my father's son, tender and only beloved in the sight of my mother. He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words. Keep my commandments and live. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, talking about wisdom, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing, and that's the respect to the word of the Lord, okay? The fear of the Lord, to respect the word. Okay, so wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Which means to depart from evil, okay? Job 28 and 28, which says, behold, the fear of the Lord is wisdom, and to depart from evil is understanding. Okay, so that's to depart from evil means to keep the commandments. And again, what the commandment here would promise is to, honor thy father and thy mother. If this guy's telling you to not do certain stuff and you still doing it, he's left no choice that he don't want you over here. If you don't do what he says to do, you're going to have to leave, man. And that's it.
Doing the same thing in my house. You have to get out my house. I'm sorry, I don't know where you're going to go, but you can call your mama and ask her, can you come back
You already
down?
know she don't want me with her, so why would you even...
I don't care. You keep doing the same thing. You keep doing the same thing. I send you to school. You ditch your school. You steady calling these little boys. I told you.
I don't even talk to nobody.
Look, I told you to stay away from these little boys. We're not going to keep doing this. I'm not going over this no more with you. You have to get your stuff and get out my house.
Right.
Yes, you have to figure it out. You got to figure it out. I'm tired. Call your mama right now. Call your mom. See, that's your problem. That's your problem right now. Your attitude. You're only 14 years old. Call your mama. Here. Call your mama right now. You got to get out my house. I'm done. You too grown. You're only 14 years old. You steady doing the same thing. I found weed in your room.
That wasn't even mine.
I would have told her to take her damn headphones on while I'm talking. Take your headphones off while I'm talking to you right now. See, it's just this American culture is crazy. You can't even discipline your family, discipline your woman. You can't do none of that stuff. And, they just got authority. This is hell out here, man. This is the place under the sun that Ecclesiastes 3 and 16 says. That wickedness was there, okay? The place under the sun that wickedness was there. This is what they're talking about in the scriptures. This is wickedness, okay? I could feel the disdain and the anger of this father. And, it's just there's really limited options for this man. He has to respectfully keep his composure when, he really has the right to do whatever he wants as a man. To discipline this girl, obviously, without going overboard, you know what I mean? But he should be able to whoop her right now. You want to go outside, you want to be with these little boys? Let me show you what is going to happen to you, man. Bink, 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 a couple times with the belt, straighten right up. Grounded as well. You grounded for 2 weeks, or a week. I don't know. Maybe 2 weeks is probably more like it, actually. If you do it again, you're going to get 3 weeks. If you do it again, it's going to be 5 weeks, whatever it's going to be. Or you just got to leave, if that's to that. I personally probably wouldn't let her leave because, I just know that would wind up really bad. But, if she does something egregious, then it is what it is. You got to kind of separate your feelings there. Very difficult thing, man. Very difficult thing. You know, that's why people who have children out here in America, man, you really, you got a bad lot. You know what I mean? Sometimes, not everybody's got this situation, but just got a bad lot in general, not having the option to discipline your family properly because they can end up like this. You know? And they should really be hearing the instruction of a father. All right, like the scripture says, man. In regards to wisdom, Proverbs 4 and verse number 8 again, it says, exalt her and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou dost embrace her. See, this girl doesn't embrace the wisdom of her father, which really would be hearkening onto her father. He's the one who's over her. And this is how the girls grow up to not respect other men. Because if they don't respect their father, I'm going to tell y'all brothers right like this. If you really want to be cool with a girl or you like the chick, ask her how she was with her father. Does she love her father? Because if she don't love her father, she not going to love you. She going to look at you like the same thing. Okay? And ask what the relationship is with her mother, with her father. Because the scripture says, as is the mother, so is the daughter. Okay? Facts, bro. So in regards to wisdom, verse 9, she shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Hear, O my son, and receive my sayings, and the years of thy life shall be many. Okay? And that's it, man. So, again, you know, repent of this madness. If you're seeing any of this, anybody that comes across this and this disrespectful stuff, or if you're not listening to your parents, hey, you know, because most of my viewership is over 18 years old anyway, so. But regard that to wisdom and knowledge. You know, if you're not listening to the Lord, you're not listening to the scriptures or your elders, the people who are older than you, or if you're smoking weed, you know, cut that shit out, man. This girl had weed in her bedroom, man. And this guy don't want that in there. He looked like a decent man. Like, he's, you know, he looked like he's just a regular guy, but he's just fed up with this type of behavior, man. And he's got a nice house there, you know. I'm sure he pays a lot of money for that. A lot of money. And this is not cool, you know.
Who weed was it?
You know my friend was over here last time.
That's your problem. You hanging out with these little fast ass little girls.
I told her not to bring it in here.
No, you steady lying. That's your problem. You need to stop lying and go to school. All I asked you to do was go to school. I buy you everything you want. And you steady crying for what? All you got to do is do the right thing. But pack your stuff and get out of my house. You can leave now.
Hey, good for him, man. For real, man. And with that, shalom. On to the next one.